Looking good, YouTube. My name is LoveGame, or PD1 Piranha if you prefer, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. I am a man destined to be king, in fact. This time I have switched back into the... not switched back, but I have switched into the black leather armor set, as you can see here, because it has exceptionally good poison resistance. And where we're going, we're gonna need it. And we might not need roads, but poison resistance, I think we will need that, so just bear with me here. You can fast roll again, so that's fun. But yeah, poison is going to be kind of the main theme of this area coming up. It is no fun. This is one of the most infamous areas of the entire Dark Souls series. As you could probably tell by the name of the key, it is called Blight Town, and immediately our perspective has changed. The game has gained a sickly green filter over it, just to further drive home the point that we are now going into the absolute shittiest of shitholes, as our president would say. And this part is a bit of a bitch. Why couldn't I parry that guy and you couldn't hit me? There we go. These guys are the main reason why. You take so much knockback from their attacks that you will usually fall off the edge no matter what. That is my main complaint with Blight Town. You might think it's the poison, it's the Slowdown, which is not so bad on the PC version, thankfully, now that I have DS Fix installed. But no, it's not the poison, it's not the Slowdown, it is these fucking... it's this part, this whole part right here. Because 9 times out of 10, if you try to block the attack, you will still fall off the edge, no matter what. So just learn to parry these guys, like I'm doing right now, and you'll have yourself a slightly better experience. Ah, I missed it. Could backstab him too, though. But yeah, this place has, like, everything in the world trying to poison you, and it's really not good, because you want to have as much moss as you can possibly get your hands on. There are also several snipers positioned throughout the area, which will, as you can see, I skid back very far when I get hit by that. That's what I don't like about this game, is like, compared to the other games, you have you take pretty much full knockback, even if you block the attack, so it's kinda sucky. You have a dung pie here that will build up toxic if you throw it at people, so it's kind of like a firebomb, but made out of shit, if you feel me. And we got these guys too, who literally try to attack you with more dead bodies. Don't like to fight these guys 2-on-1 because they can try to grab you. As you can see, they just tried to do that a minute ago. You almost don't want fast roll for this part because you can roll off the edges. Again, it's kind of hard to defend yourself here because if you block, you just skid back and fly off the edge. If you roll, you're more likely than not to roll off the edge. So yeah, there goes the darts. As I said, there's snipers around here. Can't quite seem to hit this guy. Wow, that did a lot. Okay. Okay, I gotta not make the same mistake twice here. I'm so used to having that armor. Okay, I gotta find that sniper. There he is. You see those darts coming for me, that's where it's coming from. Usually in 1 or 2 shots they will inflict you with toxic, which is much worse than poison. Just like Pokemon. It will damage you much quicker, and is generally a lot worse for your health. Thankfully, if you can kill them, they will drop you the moss, and they also do not respawn. So if you take care of them once, you've taken care of them for good. A lot of these weirdos, though, just coming for you in droves. This, holy shit, he did not die from backstab. Okay, I was not expecting that. I got no reach. Yeah, different weapon. I mean, I love the mace, but you gotta be so CQC with it that sometimes it might not be worth it. Does do a lot of poise damage, though. This place is a bit strange to navigate at first. Once you get kind of down to the halfway point, it's not as bad, but I tend to kind of lose my way here more so than any other major area of the game, because there's a lot of optional parts to it. It's a little weird like that. Item down here, by the way. Another soul. A lot of people have died here, as you can see. A lot of proud knights have fallen to the bullshit that is Blighttown. But you know what? I'm going to take this time out to say this right now. I actually kind of like Blighttown. Because Blighttown, unlike the Undead Bergen Parish, unlike the Depths, actually has a personality to it, if you will. It's not the best personality, but it's a lot more distinct. I wasn't a fan of, again, just how generic those first couple of areas are. They didn't leave really any impression on me. And this area, while not particularly well made in all aspects, especially on console, is at the very least atmospheric. I feel immersed when I'm playing this part of the game, and that's not something I can say for those first couple of areas, besides the forest, which was optional for right now. Let's kind of drop this guy. Alright. Yeah, we're almost to the first bonfire, though, so it's not so bad. Just have to keep on descending. This whole place is one big descent. Whether it's decent or not is up to you. There's these guys trapped in pots here. Can't quite knock this guy off, but I can kill him nonetheless. I don't know. I like the general feel of this area, even if it's, you know, not all that well made. I can forgive that. Can we drop down here? Yes, we can. Alright. Got the first bonfire here. Not the best one to get, because it's... well, I need a rest to get the fucking spawn point. Don't forget that. Don't just sit at the bonfire. Always rest at it too, because you could always be screwing yourself and not knowing it by igniting the bonfire and then just dying later on. You have to do the whole fucking level over again. That's just not good for anybody. Another design choice I think was much better in the subsequent games. Just lighting a bonfire is enough to count it for a respawn point, so that's good, because you have to kind of sacrifice, you know, being able to fight past the enemies. Like, if you do it in the game that what I'm trying to say here, if you go by this game's rules, you still have to refight all the enemies, even if you've lit the bonfire, because you need to go back and rest at it. So it kind of sucks if you just want to get through the place. It has a less of a sense of accomplishment compared to the other games when you're lighting bonfires, because you're going to have to fight everything over again regardless if it's this game, so... I don't know, it adds to the difficulty. I won't say it doesn't, but it can get a little bit out of hand on certain segments of the game. If you don't remember to do that, you know, it can be even worse. Now these bridges, watch out. They will move. As I said before, this game doesn't have the best slope detection in the world, so already it can be a problem, but if you just carefully traverse them like so, you can make it and fight yourself some flaming dogs. Where'd they go? Huh? Did he die? Whatever. Getting a little bit of slowdown, unfortunately. Finally, it's taking its toll, because, you know, I am recording at the same time I'm doing this, so... Thankfully, this is the one area of the game where it's a bit notorious for slowdown, so it's a bit more at home here, shall we say. We don't like those boards and stuff. I'm just kicking the shit out of them. I'm not sure if this is the actual way to progress or not, so I could have to go back, but I want to grab these items. Humanity, for example. Yeah, Blighttown is the place where even like the worst of the worst people were sent to live, essentially. Even the people that could not live in the depths or the lower undead burg were kind of exiled down here. And this is actually a concept that is used in every Souls game in the series. Originally it was called the Valley of Defilement in Demon Souls, which was a place where the exiled of the world were sent to live. Kind of, they would, the hopeless souls, the worst sinners, the poorest people would all get sent there to take refuge under Maiden Astraea, who we will get to if we play Demon Souls eventually. Is there anything else? Well, surely there is. I don't know why I'm asking myself that. Because, I don't know, I'm just unsure sometimes when I play this if I miss. Because there's so many secret items down here that are incredibly easy to miss. I just don't... I'll go back up, fuck it. I thought there was something further, like, in. Like if you went down a different ladder or something. Because there's a certain sword you can get down here, especially, is what's on my mind right now. Not that I want it all that bad, but it would be interesting to find, I suppose. You can't jump there, by the way. Don't try. That is strictly for later. I'm going to go through here instead, because I haven't been here yet. And I want the loot, baby. I want that fat loot. Oh, no, you don't. Double kill. But yeah, these are essentially the same as the dogs from earlier. They just try to breathe fire on you, in addition to the other shit they would do before. Got another sniper on our ass. Gonna have to take care of him ASAP. Or ABAP, as Chad Daddy would say. Oh shit, that was my fault. Oh, he actually missed for once. Normally they play like a fucking aimbot. There we go. Alright, where the hell is that sniper? We gotta be careful here, because there's another moving... No, there's not. I thought it was a moving bridge. Huh. Alright. Oh, we have something else down here, by the way. We have this big, bloated abomination gazing down upon us. Oh, shit. Need some cover. Where the fuck are you guys? I hear you snarling and making your animal noises. Come on. Stop smashing up the pottery and come down and fight me. Oh, I see ya. Ah, trying to sandwich me in, are we? Not gonna work, I'm afraid. Come on, do a dropping attack without falling this time. What the fuck? We've missed each other. These guys, thankfully their weapons do not poison you, so at least there's that. It's just the fact that everything else in this area does, so it's not that much of a saving grace. I guess the game does take pity on you in some aspects. Now, can we kill this thing normally with just using random-ass items? I don't think so, but I'll look. Let's see, I have 5 firebombs, and that's pretty much it. I will come back for this later. It's just a pyromancy anyway, so it's not worth sweating over. Alright, let's go ahead and get a regular heal going, because in this tunnel is another one of these big, fat boys. Ah, what the fuck? He got me on the backswing. I couldn't parry him. Got the whole fucking army of the Republic coming for us now. That's no good. Get him out of the picture as far quick as we can, because he will be wanting a piece of the action, as you can see. I just really don't like these enemies. They're not so hard to parry, it's just the fact that, like, you can play the rest of the game up to this point without knowing how to parry all that well. That was so early. I'm so sorry about that. Even thinking I could do that is my fault. As you can see, I have been toxicked, unfortunately. Why am I toxic? But if I can kill this guy fast enough, which I just did, I will heal myself of such ailment. Should probably equip those things, but go ahead and use it now. As you can see, it kills you quite fast, so just be very hasty about your use of these items. I'm going to go ahead and equip them now. The regular poison moss, as well as the toxic. I believe in... Oh, he killed himself. I'll take it. Yeah, I think in the in Dark Souls 2, you just have the poison moss, which heals everything, including toxic, so it's not quite as bad to deal with. There's a trick you can do here as well, where you poison yourself with dung pies, because the toxic that is inflicted by dung pies is not as damaging to you as the toxic inflicted by those snipers. So it's a little bootleg, but it's a viable option nonetheless. You have some big spider flies here to deal with. I don't know what the hell those actually are. They make the same sound as the man centipede from Demon Souls. The man centipedes were fucking crazy. Because they would... I mean, they had the face of a man. Can't get back up there, sadly. I hear those darts hitting the wood, so gotta be careful of that. Yeah, there it's... I even see the guy now. Okay, can I make it down this ladder? Come on. Shit, probably gonna get poisoned. I can weave around it, maybe. Yep, he got me, but... I got plenty of stuff, my dude. I even got more moss. Thanks to his, very timely death. There's the Wanderer outfit, which is one of the starter sets you can grab. It's kind of cool looking. I might use it. Not right now, though. But yeah, that is a one of the starter. It's for the... I don't know what particular class it's for off the top of my head. It's the one that uses dexterity. I guess it could just be called a Wanderer. Oh, here's the mosquitoes, by the way. They're a bitch, too, because they're hard to hit. And they can aggro from pretty much any range on the map, unfortunately. What can you do? Oh shit, I have the wrong weapon out. And yes, for some reason they breathe fire, too. I don't know why. But they do. They are a firebug type Pokemon, I guess. Man, the sound they make is just all sorts of crazy. Locking on the mosquitoes under me, for fuck's sake. SMH. Another bug that I encounter all the time, so I live in fucking Texas. Those things are incredibly rampant down here. And now we are finally at the bottom of Light Town, by the way. We are in the actual swamp portion of the level, which is the worst, because as you can see, we're quite poisoned. So let's take care of that first. Oh shit. That was close. Bonfire coming up, but I just want to be safe. Ah, couldn't hit that guy with the follow-up. The mace in this game does not have a combo, which I don't really care for. I wish it did. In Dark Souls 2 and 3, it has a combo you can do with it. Alright. Our next goal, I believe, is to get... Oh, hello. But yeah, the mace is just the same attack over and over again in this game. You can, if you want, go back and get a certain item that will help you with this incredibly slow swamp trek, because the water does slow you the fuck down. If you return to the Undead Asylum, you can grab a certain ring that will help you. I didn't remember to get that this time. And plus, as I said, I want to make this playthrough nice and butt-clenching for you guys. So that's just how I roll. That was entirely on purpose. Our goal is that sort of mound. Could have been created by an insect, perhaps. Just an inference I'm making there, I don't know for sure. All kinds of different items to grab down here. Got some souls. Yeah, this is like under Firelink Shrine, essentially. You can actually go to Firelink Shrine and see this place from above. Nice double kill there. I am complimenting myself, I realize, but that was pretty nice, you know? Either way, through here is the next bonfire, so... This, in my opinion, is like the main bonfire of Blighttown. The game disagrees on that, but we'll get to that later. And that becomes more relevant. Take a quick drink here. Go ahead and level a few times. Or just once, I guess. We'll get vitality up. A little bit of health. Never hurt anybody.